success of Michael Jordan in NBA 2K11 has apparently shown 2K Sports the best way to move forward is by going backwards. For 2012, the developers have assumed that if audiences enjoy being like Mike even more, we'll be willing to slip into the sizable shoes of Bird, Dr. J, Magic, Kareem, or Wilt. His old-school star power enough to keep it above the rim for another season.
He noted that because of their success, they get the benefit of the doubt.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
In the game's new NBA Greatest mode, you'll be able to play as 15 legendary players at the peak of their respective careers. It's easily the most notable addition from a marketing perspective, but it's a slight disappointment when compared to last year's Jordan Challenge. It's essentially just 15 individual games playable in any order, with the only objective being to win. This unlocks the 2 feature teams for use in the main game. Despite each game being part of a particular legend's career, there are no player-specific feats to accomplish to keep you interested in the long term. It's arguably the weakest part of the game in terms of depth. Fortunately, it's but one aspect of the game's redesign. The addictive My Player mode has seen the most changes and is the best reason to purchase the game. The developers streamlined the process of getting to the NBA by eliminating the Draft Combine and Summer League in favor of a single rookie showcase game that takes place in a packed arena. You'll have 3 objectives to complete in the game based on position. Your overall performance, along with your responses to pre-draft interviews with general managers, play a large part of where you'll be picked in the NBA draft.
I've never really lost in my entire life.
The developers even included a 3D version of Commissioner David Stern to announce the picks.
We thank all of you for joining us on this exciting night.
You'll then play out your career with the ultimate goal of trying to make the Hall of Fame, which involves fulfilling 10 diverse objectives that will take a significant amount of time to complete. Other changes include the ability to spend your contract earnings on skill points, abilities, and much more. Clinics, charities, team dinners, and other ways to spend money will improve your character's fan support, popularity, and team chemistry, which can influence the types of endorsements you'll receive. Since you're constantly trying to improve your character, it's one of the better marriages of sports and role-playing yet.
Here's Rogers, sticks it from 17 feet.
The rest of the modes are almost identical to previous installments, with the innovative NBA Today option adding the ability to update player models, shoes, and arena graphics. Of course, this mode will lose a large part of its appeal if the season ends up getting canceled due to a strike. Online play has also dropped custom leagues and crews in favor of a 30-team online association, which may not be of interest to those who prefer to play with a small group of friends. Online matches are currently prone to a few matchmaking hiccups and connection issues that will likely require a patch to smooth things over.
Open one. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
For those who primarily play offline, NBA 2K12's gameplay ranks as the best in the series to date, primarily due to improvements to the controls, physics, and computer AI. The analog-based shot stick system offers more flexibility than in previous titles, particularly in the post-game. You can chain shots in midair, perform a pump fake, and then quickly follow it with the step-through, and much, much more. The freedom allowed by the shot system lets you quickly react to the defense and makes you feel like you're in complete control on offense.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The most noticeable new change to the on-court gameplay is the revamped physics and collision detection. Bodies feel like they have weight to them, and momentum now influences the types and quality of shots you'll be able to execute. If you've relied heavily on using turbo in previous games, you'll be surprised when the ball gets deflected from hitting a teammate's heel or leg. It's a wonderful touch that adds to the realism of the game, making you play smarter basketball instead of running wild like a spirit possessed. One of the chief complaints of last year's game was the frequent interceptions due to errant passes. This has been toned down, with more realistic tipped passes and deflections occurring due to the improvements to the physics system. So instead of the computer just grabbing your passes, it might reach out and knock the ball slightly off course. The computer AI also plays a strong game without resorting to cheating. It'll foul you near the end of the game to stop the clock, make smart substitutions, and execute pump fakes, step-throughs, spins, and more to keep you on your toes.
My goodness, it seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
NBA 2K12 features a nifty new menu screen that shows off the game's main play modes as if you were browsing a website, with large graphics and animated players promoting each day's key matchup. The on-court visuals aren't a dramatic departure from last year's game, but hardcore fans will notice more variety in the shooting animations and the vastly improved ball physics. Of course, most of the new visuals are associated with the legendary teams and players, from Kareem's mutton chops and Ainsworth's goggles to authentic signature moves like Wilt Chamberlain's dipper shot to Stockton and Malone's pick and roll.
Cool stuff there.
Another nice touch is that the views in the NBA's greatest mode will change based on the selected era. Choosing a game from the 60s, for example, will show the game ingrained in black and white with chunky text overlays. The game from the 80s, on the other hand, will have a washed-out, muted look. There's still some awkward-looking moments during close-up views, hair looks and behaves more like helmets than locks, and some of the coaches look downright scary. Yet the fluid movement on the court, variety of customizable camera views, and added touches like cheerleaders, floor cleaners, and energetic crowds help you live with the slight imperfections.
Hello and welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline.
Easily the most impressive area of the presentation is the commentary. The broadcast team of Kevin Harlan and Clark Kellogg has expanded to include expert analyst Steve Kerr, and the trio has actual conversations throughout each game, with some of the most interesting dialogue taking place during the NBA's greatest mode.
In college, Gill was part of the famous Flying Illini team at the University of Illinois that made the Final Four in 1989. That was a fun team to watch.
Though the lack of competition often results in complacency, the NBA 2K team hasn't stopped refining, tweaking, and improving its game. The additions to the My Player mode alone are worth the price of admission. Those who grew up playing Lakers vs. Celtics and other classic 16-bit basketball games will love being able to play their favorite athletes with a modern-day presentation. While the NBA's greatest mode could have benefited from more depth, the improved gameplay means that NBA 2K12 has once again earned a spot in the starting lineup.